What's up, YouTube? Chilling out. A little joke, yes. So, Las Vegas legalized prostitution. You know how the city's slogan used to be Vegas or bust? Well, now it's Vegas or busting nuts. You gotta call it Lost Vegas because you lost all your money playing the Vegas slots. That's why what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Good luck explaining that to your wife. How your kids' college fund and their mortgage payments are gone. They call it a mortgage payment because you'll be in the morgue by the time it's done being paid. What's up, YouTube? Doing a video response. Sydney Watson posted a video, and I had a concerned mother who shared another video with me. So we're going to do a video response to both of those. We got the Potion Time Glass. We're live on the King Cobra JFS channel, and cheers. I'm working on a new album called Satan's Bell. It should sound pretty fucking sick. I heard a church bell when I was watching bell tower videos, and I recorded it on a whims. Threw some vocals and guitar to it. There's a tuning I got on my BC Rich. It's fucking sick. It's like drop C spooky tuning, like C minor and drop tuning. It's pretty sweet. Yes. I might play the opening of it because I have that recorded. Get the fans hyped for the new album. Ish. Sydney Watson. It's bad and it's only going to get worse. The thing of it is, it doesn't have to. Power to the people. The power's in our hands to change it. Fuck sexism. Fuck sick fucks. And fuck abuse. Fuck sexism and racism and abuse. And power to the people. We got Corona Refresca Moss and Mango Citrus and the Potion Time Glass. Get yours over on the King Cobra's Fang Teespring. This thing is sick. Big ups to the fam for ordering the glass. I appreciate it. This glass does kick ass. And it's quite fun to drink out of. Which you don't have to have alcohol to drink out of it. If you're not old enough to drink alcohol, you can mix soda pops and energy drinks, you know? Or just drink water out of it because look at it. Merchandise. The left likes to restrict our speech and tell us, well, you can't say certain words. If you don't use the proper pronouns, you're offensive. The right likes to use fear-mongering and scare tactics to scare everyone into believing shit. That's the independence perspective. And when you see that, you start seeing it for what it really is like. Have a drink and talk with you. What's up, Exhumed? My cell phone's dead. I'll charge it after the stream. I don't care, to be honest, at this point, because it'll allow me to focus on the stream. Got some Bud Light Platinum. We're going to have a couple of beers and do some video responses. First one's going to be Sydney Watson's, and then, of course, this other one that the fan sent. Spoiler alert, Cobra's going to be a smartass in this video, and you may or may not be offended. Alcohol consumption is for 21 and up. Now, recording for the new album, I have a song called Satan's Bell. Let's have a listen. Satan's call will be heard throughout the land. As the bell rings, this horrid toll, Satan's call will be heard throughout the land. Now, I shared the bell tower video on my Facebook and in the Courtney Night Sucks Discord. And like the biggest fucking bell in the middle, I like the way that sounded, so I used it for a sample from YouTube. Like listening to this opening, give me chills. Surgeon's bell. Let's give that one more bloody listen, shall we? I'm not going to take you through the video process of me recording the album. I'll be recording it off camera. But I'm making a new album, Satan's Bell. The last album got so much good reviews. One of the trolls sent it to someone who had way less subscribers than I did, thinking, oh yeah, he's going to crap all over it. And the dude actually liked it and said, keep making music. So I'm like, yes, I shall. Better not go live, boy. Better not watch my videos, boy. Yes.
This is the greetings world to this hideous call will be heard across the land.
We're doing all the vocals and the guitar issue. Now, if I built my clock tower mansion, the biggest bell in the tower outside of the 47 bell Caroline would sound something like this, spooky and sinister on a hemp rope with a wheel. And a black and green Sally, wrong old school English style. Yeah, if there were a way to like make the Caroline wood pegs, you know, the Caroline keys that you hit with your fist to ring the bells, make those shaped like little hooded cobras with the mouth open, you can't tell me that wouldn't be sick. If I won the lottery, I'd pay extra for it. You know it. All scaly and made out of wood. You'd be like, what? All my Caroline bells would have a pentagram on one side and a pot leaf on the other side. And the biggest bell would have a huge hooded cobra coiled up on one side and a pot leaf on the other side. And underneath the pot leaf on the biggest bell, it would say, music is a gift to the universe. Big ass wheel with a black and green Sally and a hemp rope. Oh, yes. And with 47 bells on a Caroline, that's an even 4 octaves. Ah, yes. Dream big or go home, you know? I wanted to be a famous YouTuber. I made that happen. So the next step is just building that dream house. Yes. I'll keep making music till the day I die. I don't give a shit. I found a niche for my sound, man. The avant-grande metal that I make sounds kick-ass. Like a Cradle of Filth, Ozzy Osbourne, and Hammerfall are like, let's collab on an album. I'm gonna wait to make the album cover till after the songs are done, but Satan's Bell is the next album, which will include a couple of fan favorites. Many of my previous songs that featured the sound of church bells in my last couple of albums will be refeatured on this album, plus some fresh music, brand new songs. So yeah, it'll be cool. Halloween's right around the corner, and people are like, let's see a new album. Let's see what I can pull together. Pull some guitar strings, he says. This music is mostly underground at the moment, but I appreciate Deathbed Tapes sending me that contract, the deal that we did. It it's kick ass. He was a customer who bought wands from my Etsy. Looking at the wands, he got inspired to start his own record company. And he did. And he's like, bro, I want to sign you. I'm like, yes, let's do this. Let's make this shit happen. Let's explode the metal industry. I mean, we could shriek like Danny Filth, and then he rocked them power metal like Dio, almost like vocals. People are taking notice to that, going, have you heard King Cobra's newest albums? Now I'll be going to the post office tomorrow to return some very lucky fans some autographed albums. They paid for the return shipping. All I gotta do is drop it off at the post office. Easy as pie. What the fan doesn't know is that I also included for him and his buddy who's having a birthday my last two albums autographed, both on cassette tape and the album case itself. And one of them broke while I was trying to do it, so I kept the broken one and gave him the fixed one. The fans are where it's at, YouTube. You're nothing without your fans. And I appreciate my fans. I mean, like $48 selling these glasses on Teespring and with all my merchandise, and I was just like, shit. That's crazy, man. Cheers.
This ratings according to this hideous call will be heard across the land.
Oh my God, YouTube. Not gonna lie. Hearing that big old church bell in the middle inspired that. I put it together just kind of fucking around, like, what's it gonna sound like? And I was like, dude, that's sick. I started fucking with the vocals on the intro with the voice that I did there, making it more echoey in GarageBand. GarageBand is so much cheaper than studio time, but fuck, it's a pain in the ass to edit your own music. But I'm so familiar with GarageBand, that's all I know at the moment. Yes. But Sydney Watson posted a new video, and almost like clockwork, he said ironically, they're doing a video response. I don't have a problem with Eliza Schaefer, to be honest. I subscribed to his channel because he was showing a Republican side of news. But then the second he started pushing Christianity into my face, I was just like, yeah, I don't need this shit. Dude, if I wanted to get preached to by a Christian asshole, I go to church on Sunday. Rocking my Slytherin t-shirt that I haven't worn in a hot minute. And some black jorts. And like Sydney Watson was atheist. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he couldn't just be like, hey, you know what? I'm cool with that, man. Like, what's your perspective on this other topic? Never mix religion with politics. That's like mixing gasoline with a lit match, he said sarcastically. No, you know you want to. Dude, you could be drinking out of a pint glass with your boy Cobra while watching a stream. Could you just imagine it? Picture it. You're doing your own drink combo, and it's like Solacha Salud. So if you have one of these glasses, raise cheers. It's a Tuesday. Four beers is my limit. I don't want to burn through my whole 12-pack in one sitting in one night. It just seems like a waste of beer, to be honest. And then you're sitting there craving it the next day, and it's like, well, you don't have any because you drank it all the night before, and it's just like, ah. So then you buy more, and then it's just like, at some point you could just learn to drink less and enjoy the buzz you do have. And that's being a responsible drinker. People are giving me shit like, Cobra, you're passing out on stream. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I look at that shit, I'm just like, okay, you know what? It's not a good look. I like to drink, but I don't have to have it all the time. But when I do certain video responses, it's just nice to have because it's like it takes the pain off of hearing reality and what it's becoming. Now I'm an independent. I support abortion rights, gun rights, and marijuana legalization. Women should have the right to an abortion. American citizens should have the right to guns and legal pot for medical use. And that's just the kind of controversy I stirred up right there. And I think prostitution should be legal for that matter for 21 and up. And if you're super anal about the regulations, you can make it safe and lucrative for the United States government. Much like alcohol or tobacco, no less. Some dude just down on his luck, wants to get his dick sucked, tries a bunch of shitty pickup lines. Hey baby, you like guitar players? I'd rock your world. And if you're actually semi-decent at guitar, it's funny because it's true. Chicks dig guitar players, man, I'm telling you. It's just, the rock star bad boy vibe. Yes. I showered with my soap before going to the liquor store, and as usual, I got compliments from the ladies. Yes, I love tactical soap. Even though Dr. Squatch came out with the black and green soap, I'm still rocking my affiliate link. Watch out. Scott Carr can come out with new scents when he wants to. It don't matter. I'm telling you right now, this Grondike soap that I rock is pretty sweet. I don't know if Scott Carr and the dude who created Squatch are friends or brothers or whatever. I just know that I'm an affiliate for Dr. Squatch's rival tactical soap. And the history I have with Bond #1 is just awesome. First time I wore it, I was at an Ozzy Osbourne concert in Denver, Colorado, getting stoned and drunk, buying a couple band t-shirts, having the time of my life. And every fucking Ozzy Osbourne fangirl that walked by me was like, oh, that dude smells good. Dude, I was sweating from like head banging and just getting into it. It was right next to the Pepsi Center with the big-ass clock tower, which inspired the song Smoking Cannabis in the Clock Tower. I used Notre Dame's cathedral bells for the opening of that song, and then a month after recording Smoking Cannabis in the Clock Tower, Notre Dame caught fire, nobody got hurt, and the bell towers never burnt to the ground. And the pipe organ was also a survivor. I like pipe organs, to be honest. I would put one in the parlor of my dream house. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, total Addams Family status. I can sing like the Beatles, Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra. People that see me do vocal covers over the years are just like, and people are telling me I need to get laid, and I'm like, I'm not worried about it. And I bust out some Bruno Mars, and they're just like, oh, now he's just showing off. Then I sing some James Blunt, and then I sing All of Me, loves all of you, love yo. And when I match that dude's voice to buttery perfection, Yes. And you throw in the badass guitar playing and the sexy smell of Bond number 1, Bond number 2 cologne, and some God of War pheromone beard oil. That's my signature scent right at the moment, and it's working, YouTube. I got a reputation around town for being a badass rock star who smells good. And that's the kind of reputation I like, because it works. Not quite 10 o'clock. Before 10 o'clock, I want to squeeze off some guitar. I need to get my spellcaster fixed. There's my BC Rich Warlock Revenge. Spitfire on the back. Medical marijuana. And Death Wish coffee sticker. And Chiba Chews. Black and green. Black flame to light my green smoke. Yes. Now, when I got this guitar, I was looking for a BC Rich Warlock. And ironically, my sister spotted it. I knew I'd gotten better at guitar when I was trying out guitars in this other shop. And I'm sitting there like shredding on it, like. Oh, yes. This is the tuning that I'm using for the current song that you heard. For Hell, Satan's Bell. You can't call it Hell's Bells because AC/DC would probably fucking sue your ass. Now, if you want to fuck around this tuning, I'll let you all single string so you can tune the guitar if you wish. The bottom 3 are standard, but the top 3 are custom. So that when you bar it, oh fuck, dude, just a spooky sound, yes. That sort of grooviness, man. Oh yeah, get yourself a BC Rich Warlock, not a sponsor. We'll get into the Sydney Watson video response, but have a drink, shred some guitar, visit with the fans for a bit. What up, CJ? If as long as I'm not playing guitar at 10 o'clock and I'm just sitting here having a chat with YouTube, not making a whole shit ton of loud noise, who cares? I respect noise curfew, dude. Suck my autistic asshole, you dumb fucking cunt trolls. Yes. Y'all motherfuckers need sight, and Lucifer's light will guide us. Warmth and strength it will provide us. Not gonna lie, YouTube, I got to take a wicked piss. And yeah, that's my new favorite tuning on the guitar. This drop C minor. Bottom three are standard, top three are drop C tuning. It's a fun little tune. Do some like sinister sounding shit with it if you know what you're doing. And BC Rich guitars kick ass and the trolls can piss off. Anyways, back to the video. Yes, now that we've drained the King Cobra, let's pour ourselves a splash more in the pint glass.
I feel like that kind of sums it up. You know when you don't actually know anymore? I feel like that kind of sums it up.
Yes. You know, if you follow my channel, you saw the very controversial video response that I got into with Elijah Schaefer. Satanic 11 Rules of the Earth. Rule number 9 is never hurt small children. I will drink to that. Cheers. Black flame to light my green smoke.
Hi, my name is Sydney. Welcome back to hell. And as
Sweet Nirvana shirt, babe. I can sing like Kurt Cobain. Yes, I can. I wish I could eat your cancer where you survive. I've been locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks. Hey, wait, I got a new complaint. She thinks I'm neat, and then she says I'm a creep. Ah, oh, her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Okay, that's just me being a fucking smartass. I'm not trying to hit on Sydney Watson, to be brutally honest. I'm just showing off my ability to sing really good. Because I jumped from Kurt Cobain to Bruno Mars.
As per usual, before we launch into things, this video is sponsored by our honeys over at Surfshark.
Mm-hmm. Cowabunga, man. Surfshark. Oh, yeah. Like, you know, Surfshark when they watched Rocket Power growing up and they're like, I want to be a surfer, man. Oh, yes. If you get the reference, you're definitely old enough. Yes.
And also by me and Elijah Schaefer from Slightly Offensive. Because for those of you who...
You know what's funny? He calls his channel Slightly Offensive. So I'm dropping F-bombs in this fucking comment that I made on Elijah Schaefer's channel, and his channel deletes it. So I'm like, okay, you don't want the cussing in it? I'll make my point without cussing. And strangely enough, the comments that didn't get deleted were Satanic 11 Rules of the Earth as doctrine by the Church of Satan. So I appreciate you not deleting that. But when it actually looked into it, and he might have been like, you know what, Cobra just changed my perspective on shit. You're being told, you know, all this Christian dogmatic bullshit. Well, if you're a Christian, Elijah Schaefer, check out the Book of Thomas, where Jesus Christ says we created our own kingdoms.
you don't know, we have a new live daily show launching on September 9th, which is... Oh,
Still subscribe, bruh. I'll stay subscribed for Sydney because, you know, yeah, it is what it is. Like, Sydney Watson's videos caught my attention when she started attacking the fat shaming movement. I might have been a bit harsh with my words, but after hearing what she had to say and what a bunch of other people I watch on YouTube say, I'm like, I kind of see it. But there's also a counter argument to what everyone was saying, and that just how it played out kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
only like a week away now. That's actually coming out really quick. The show is called You Are Here, and I would love it if you could...
No, by the way, Sydney Watson, your dog Murphy, who is a German Vizsla, cuter than shit. Rest in peace, Obi. He was a German Vizsla, and dude, German Vizslas are awesome. I used to sneak my dog Obi nugs of cannabis with THC and some peanut butter. And he'd gobble that shit up like it was a Scooby snack. You can give cannabis to dogs. It has to be with THC. Dogs cannot have hemp. Certain CBD products are allowed. And the way I saw it, Obi was old as shit. He had arthritis. And it's just like, dude, this will take the edge off, man. Even though my dad got really pissed off at me at one point and said, quit getting my dog stoned. And I'm just like, what? And fucking Obi, I tell you what, that dog was badass. And as soon as, if I had some, if I could score some legit shit, I'd smoke it to make sure if I got, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, let's not go there. I got Asperger's, so if, what's anyone else got to say about it? Oh, you're just playing the autistic card. Dude, everyone plays a card, man. Everyone has an excuse. And you know what? My excuse is legit. What's your excuse? And you know what? I hate this between the assholes who are like, "Oh, I feel sorry for you because you haven't had pussy in 3 years, almost 4, and you're autistic." Or the assholes who are just sitting there saying, "You're just playing that for an excuse." And I'm like, dude, y'all can fuck off. Don't feel sorry for me. There are people out there who have it a lot worse. And all the motherfuckers telling me I need to get laid. It's not a need, it's a want. You want to eliminate rape culture, stop treating sex like it's a goddamn need. See what happens. Cheers, YouTube. I had a vision for this pint glass. That just turned out exquisite. It's my 2 favorite colors: black for the black flame, green for marijuana. Yes. I love you, sweet leaf. Dude. This pint glass. This is fucking sick. 1 second. Yeah, yes. There it is, ladies and gents. The sexy blue bottles, ready for the night. Bud Light Platinum. Now, when I went to the Ozzy Osbourne concert, it was at the Pepsi Center. So I got a double shot of Jack Daniels and Pepsi, Pepsi Coke, same fucking thing, basically. And I got a drink and some smoke in my system. I got to see Ozzy perform. It was just, I was the loudest motherfucker there, dude. Like even Ozzy heard me performing on while he's performing on stage. Age is only a state of mind, YouTube. It's bad. It's only going to get worse. Way. I'm not trying to crap on Sydney Watson here, but I get how she feels. You know, because the world's going through some really fucked off shit. You hear about the bullshit at the Wii Spa, and you're just like, what? That's only the tip of the fucking fucked off iceberg, dude. Our fucking society's going to fucking shit. And I'm sitting there just like calm as collected as can be. Like, I'll just have a spot of beer, maybe a spot of tea or some alcohol, and just kind of
to go and click the link in the description to subscribe to our new contentless channel, which won't be contentless for long.
like, I'll subscribe to this channel because Sydney Watson's in it, but yeah, I got no problems with Eliza Schaefer. But when the Bible says you can't shove your Christian faith in other people's face because the Bible forbids it, you cannot make others think the way you think. I'm kind of like, wait a minute, so there's a bunch of Christians. Like, I get it. You want to have like a little group to belong to. That's why religion and joining a gang are basically the same fucking thing. It's just the principle of the matter. Otherwise, okay, I'm not going to go into how real that is because we're just going to move on.
As you guys know, it means a lot to me, and I am super excited about this, and we have put a lot of work in, so subscribe if you want to, or don't if you don't want to, but the link is there for your enjoyment. And lastly, if you so desire as well, feel free to subscribe to the email list on my website, so you never miss me posting my weird content.
Oh, yes. Potion Time pint glass, and oh, look at that. Bullet Platinum, get it. These are the cigarettes I'm smoking on at the moment, Marlboro Smooth 100s. 21 and up for both of these things. Fucking cigarettes are horrible for your health. Dude, my singing voice is metal as shit, and I run the risk of losing it by smoking. And that's the bitch of it, to be honest. But I smoke cannabis when I can. I can just drive down to Colorado with some friends and get stoned. So who cares?
All relevant links will be in the description box. This is how you keep a Sydney from crying. Anyway, so I know a lot of you watch my content, even though it is sometimes quite depressing, because you find it humorous and you find me fun.
Because of what I said earlier, Republicans will generally use fear tactics and scare tactics to argue their points. This is why you hear a lot of Republicans who are screaming about Joe Biden taking your guns away, but it's like you fail to realize that our president currently has been on record for saying, and I quote, and I'm not trying to spurg, sometimes all you need is a double-barrel shotgun.
funny, which honestly makes me really happy. But lately, I am finding it increasingly difficult to be funny, even
Eh,
though the whole world is a joke and I don't know what the hell is happening 90% of the time. I mean, I keep watching these insane TikToks and
I kind of know how you feel. People are just trying to recreate the social media experience. Like, have you seen the funniest TikTok? People are sharing TikToks with each other, and it really is just a repeat of what YouTube started. They're like, have you seen this funny YouTuber? Oh, nobody watches YouTube anymore. It's all about TikTok.
they don't even make me smile anymore. It's more of a sad, sad grimace.
I want to show you the email I sent in response to my teacher saying they won't be using my pronouns this semester.
Oh, okay. I'm going to be very delicate with how I approach this. This chick was going off on TikTok because the teachers she had were not going to use her proper pronouns. Okay, teachers can respect transgender rights, but it's not their job to learn your fucking pronouns. A teacher shouldn't have to fucking memorize every fucking goddamn pronoun you have from every fucking student that she has. Like, well, this student identifies as a purple unicorn dragon. Well, that student identifies as an attack helicopter. And I'm not trying to be an ass by saying it like that, but that's the fucking truth, YouTube. King Cobra, would you get a pet King Cobra if you built your dream house? Yes, but to Wyoming law, it would have to be devenomed and raised on pinks. So I'd have to raise it from a hatchling to a full grown adult. And yes, I would, to an extent. But the cruelty it would have to face. It's like you could totally own your favorite snake, a king cobra, but the cruelty you would have to face just so you could own it. That's what stops me from saying no. I'm good. But what the fuck is this shit? You gonna throw a fucking fit? You know what? You're lucky they're still educating your asses. Because much like a bunch of other certain groups I'm not going to mention, people are getting a bad rap because of the extremist assholes that ruin it for their group. And this is so fucking true for pretty much every goddamn thing that exists in our society, minus a couple exceptions. Minus the Forbidden Four. Fuck sickos.
Who identify as a Lexi gender fall under the gender fluid umbrella.
Okay, this is a really wonderful.
Lexi gender? What the fuck? Do you identify as that device? Hey Alexa, that's what you're attracted to, like that one episode of Family Guy where Brian was totally in love with the fucking Alexa machine. No, I know I'm being a smart ass, but come on, that was funny shit. I wasn't trying to offend nobody, but that's gonna piss off a lot of people.
question, and I've been wanting to address this for a really long time because TV lesbians are so fucking valid.
A legit question. What is a non-binary parent called by their children?
Hi there, non-binary dad.
A non-binary dad. Do you hear this crap? Okay, how does that make sense when, if you think of the word dad, your first general consumption of the word dad means male. Okay, like, I'm not trying to be fucking gender fucking specific with it and piss people off, but it's the goddamn truth. At some point, like, you got these fucking transgender peoples who are creeping on kids, and then you got people who are doing shit like this, and it's just making people pissed off, confused, and aggravated. And it ruins it for a lot of people who are trying to do the whole trans thing. And nobody seems to see it like the way I see it. So when I go off on this topic, people just see it as a trans rant. Like, oh God, here goes Cobra on his trans rants. And you can't support BLM or trans rights without being called a bigot or a racist. And I'm just like, I'm over this shit. It's because there are a lot of fucking assholes who ruin it for BLM. There are a lot of assholes who ruin it for Black Lives Matter. Fuck racism. I support that organization. You know what I'm saying, you too? It's the fucking truth. There are these fucking white assholes who are throwing Molotov cocktails and pointing laser pointers and doing all this fucked up violent shit in the name to protest for some organization. And it's like, you ever stop and think you're taking your anger out in the wrong issues? Everyone's got anger, but we gotta find healthy ways to express it. And it feels great, YouTube. You go to a park and you listen to the water trickle off rocks and you get into your zone. It feels amazing. That the Catholics who molest children are just as bad as the assholes who give Black Lives Matter a bad movement because they want to riot and throw Molotov cocktails and laser pointers and everything else and just cause a riot because they're pissed. Fucking hate sickos.
My kids call me Nini. There's a few options. I've heard of Ren, Rennie. Zaza was on our list too.
But seriously,
You don't have to hate them. Just, if you can't understand it, you know, it's a confusing time for a lot of people.
I try to sit down to make content, and I just feel like the world is completely ridiculous. And it's
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You're trying to sit down and make content, and people are sending you articles for this fucked up shit, that fucked up shit. Hey, Cobra, have you seen what happened with such and so and so? Wait, what? No, I haven't heard about it. Here's the article. Whoop. You pull it up on your phone, you're just like, what?
sticks in my guts as well, to be completely honest, because I want to cover meaningful topics, and there are many things that I would love to discuss, but I feel like I can't, because if I do, then I'm going to get put in timeout by Daddy Big Tech. Or the
Yeah, by Daddy Big Tech. When corporations take over YouTube. Okay, hold up. Let me make sure. Okay, here we are. What's up? When corporations take over YouTube, they can control if the CEO of YouTube is strictly Democratic or strictly Republican. They can force their users to systematically comply with the rules. And you're seeing it play out in our society right now. That's the goddamn truth. You can't say this and that on Facebook. And it's one thing when it's reasonable, like power to the people, fuck sexism, fuck racism, all that good shit, yes. It's one thing when it's the, but like when it's the complete opposite, and you got motherfuckers trying to promote racism and sexism and abuse on innocent people and innocent victims, all of a sudden it's like it's no longer freedom of speech. It's people just being flat out fucking assholes. Another beer piss. Yes. There we go.
they'll just wipe me off their platforms. That works too. I also know that there are plenty of you out there who feel the way that I feel. And so rather than making you laugh, sometimes I just want to sit down and let you know that being sad or feeling frustrated with the state of things doesn't make you crazy.
Thank you. Thank you. Being sad or frustrated with the state of the bullshit of our society doesn't make you crazy. You see Antifa supporting sick, disgusting shit, and you're just like, what? But if you go out and speak against these assholes, you're the fucking piece of shit. Fuck off, dude.
Because I feel exactly the same way. Like we're on a rock in space, spinning out of control, and even aliens don't want to talk to us.
That song you say, yes. Well, I got a vocal cover for you, don't I? Yes, YouTube, of course I do. Space Odyssey lyrics. Ground control to Major Tom.
According to AZ Lyrics.
Shut the fuck up. That's not what I wanted. Oh, you're telling me Cobra can sing like David Bowie on top of it? I'm sick of it. Cobra's is just a talented musician. You know, I'm modest about my talent. I don't fucking go around shoving it in people's fucking faces. You know, like there are people out there who are way more talented than I am, and that's the fucking truth. This is
I'm
a
so
song.
glad you're okay, Sergeant Houston. This is Sam with USAA. Do you see the tow truck?
Yeah, thank you. That was fast.
Sergeant
I'm not
Houston never
skipping
expected
this
this to
ad.
happen,
I got
or
mad
that her
respect
grandpa's
for our
dog tags would be left behind. But that one call got her a towing rental, paid her claim, and we even pulled a few strings, making it easy to make things right. That's what we were made for. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
Just a humble winemaker who makes music. Yes, they got the fucking song. Okay, yeah. You fucking see me sing like David Bowie, you'd just be like, okay, you know what, Cobra, you fucking asshole, you can sing like all the artists that everyone likes, and I hate your guts. Cool, I hate you more than you hate me. What the fuck's your fucking deal? But I'll do a better job of fucking with you on the issue, cause King Cobra Stroll suck dick. Dude, the last two food reviews I did for YouTube were diggity dank. I'm actually pretty full at the moment because I finished off that the Jersey Mike's King Cobra sub. That shit was fucking delicious, YouTube. Ground control to Major Tom. Of course, David Bowie's British, and you're just sitting there going, well, Cobra's 80% British. I wonder if he could sing like David Bowie. Seems how he sings like the fucking Beatles and shit. Well, we could always see and find out, couldn't we, you two? Hey, Jude, don't let them take this song. Hey, Jude, na 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 na. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Ground
Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. My hat. Put on my pie high hat. Yes. Ground control to Major Tom. Commencing countdown, engines on. 2, check ignition and make God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You really made the grade. And the papers want to know who's just where. Now it's time to leave the castle if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in the most peculiar way. I'm definitely floating in the most peculiar way with this Potion Tom pint glass and some Bud Light Platinum. Yes, you too. Many times I've lost control. It tried to kill my rock and roll. After all, I'm still here for you. Not trying to sing fucking Ordinary Man by Ozzy Osbourne on YouTube, and YouTube fucking silences me on it. And I match Elton John and Ozzy's voice like it's butter, and YouTube's just like, nope, we're not having it. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to get famous on YouTube for my musical ability if people are doing this shit? You fucking cunts. Just kidding. Dude, Elton John singing in the Aladdin Disney movie. Tell you what, it's my favorite Disney movie. That tops Fox and the Hound. Amos Slade cranking the crank on his Model T like goddamn motherfucking sitting there, yeah. We're like, oh my god, Kobe might get a copyright strike. He's singing along to David Bowie. Bowie. This is a new change of things. Busting in with a vocal cover in the midst of a video response. People just used to me ranting and raving and not going, oh hey, he's gonna bust out a vocal cover while he's doing a rant. Oh shit. Fuck the forbidden folder. Inhale the pint glass. I'll drink to that. Oh wait. Cheers. Hogwarts being Scotland. Yeah. I made a Harry Potter wand, which is this one right here. This one is Basilisk Fang with thestral hair and a dragon opal on the handle. Sounds nerdy as shit because it is. And that's my ultimate Harry Potter wand. Using a basilisk fang like Slytherin's wand, but then using thestral hair like Dumbledore's wand. Oh my god, YouTube. That would create the most powerful fucking wand in Harry Potter lore history based off of the research. Chilling out live, man. Just sit here and fucking. The world we live in is unfortunately hanging out, man, enjoying the moment, you know? Not trying to enjoy the moment too much. The stars will make difference tonight. Yes. Sitting in a tin pan. Earth is blue. It's blue, and there's nothing I can do. Mhm. Finish this song. This video response. One second. I'm feeling very scared. And I think my Satan knows it's going to harm. Yeah, that's a good song. It's a good song, YouTube.
To us. On that note, though, I do hope that my mothership comes and picks me up soon. I'm scared. So that's what we're going to address.
I'm sorry that you're feeling scared, Sydney, baby. I don't want you to feel scared. I'm not trying to hit on Sydney Watson, but when of-age females feel scared, it's just as bad as the underage folks feeling scared too.
Today, the state of the world and the multitude of feelings that go along with that, because you guys know how much I love talking about feelings. But before you once again enter the Thunderdome, let's hear from our sponsor, Surfshark. Yeah, being catcalled even though I'm not attractive. 76 genders. What in the actual hell are you two doing? Tapping into the hive mind for feminism. We need our talking points. What are you doing? Oh, just trying to summarize the benefits of Surfshark. We can help with that. Surfshark is a VPN. It does not subscribe to Feminist Island. That's very bad. It helps people bypass country restrictions and get around censorship. Even has its own ad-free private search service. Doesn't keep any logs. Wait a minute. It doesn't keep any logs. How is it supposed to force men to pay alimony if it's not tracking what they're doing? Because that's not what it's used for. It's for people to protect their private information online and avoid censorship. Whatever. If you click the link in the description, you'll get 83% off and 3 months free. Hey, Sid, did you want to get a... Nope. Hey, can you adjust my strap? Girl, you need Lively. Front adjusters. Mom, you need Lively. Rollable, no wire bras.
Yeah.
Babe, you need Lively. J-hooks. It's not just a bra, it's a movement. All style, all comfort. So I personally feel...
Okay, I wasn't trying to be obnoxious. Calm down, you assholes.
like 2020 was the
Excuse
boiling
me.
point for many countries around the world, but even in the last couple weeks, it really feels like something has shifted. I couldn't tell you what exactly, but it kind of feels like people have hit their saturation point when it comes to the media and government and the justice system and the education system, especially the education system. Like, why is this a thing?
Like 180 days turning into revolutionaries. How do you do that? How do you scare stuff out of them?
Geip's radical philosophy is prominent in the teaching in
This fucking asshole can piss off. I'm over it.
his own classroom. Geip goes on to say he's not the only teacher at Intercom High School who shares his radical beliefs.
Like I have an Antigua flag on my wall.
What? This cracker right here. This cracker right here. Fuck Antifa. Fuck Antifa. If these sick fucks were just fighting against fascism and that was it, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But the fact that they're supporting pedophiles is so disgusting. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna grab my fucking Hugh Hefner slippers because I'm pissed about this shit. Holy fucking crap. Yeah.
And a student complained about that, and he said it made him feel uncomfortable. And I adjusted it to everyone because I didn't know who it was. And I was like, well, this is meant to make fascists feel uncomfortable. So if you feel uncomfortable, I don't really know what to do. Like, maybe you shouldn't be aligning with the values that this is antithetical to.
I think it's even fair to say that trust in the medical system has also taken a significant hit. I mean, I read these.
Nah, bloody fucking hell, you two.
Psycho stories about nurses and doctors saying that they refuse to help unvaccinated patients. And I'm just like, what is happening?
That's not unreasonable, Jesus. Fucking Christ. Ah. Ah. I get it, you two. Like, one of those things. They're like, you're anti-vaccination. They're like, oh, you're anti-vaccination. You know. Fucking bullshit. You're gonna refuse to help patients. It's one of those both sides are right arguments. That only works to an extent, you two.
$75 doctors staged a walkout to protest the number of COVID patients coming to the hospitals who have not been vaccinated.
And from what I can see, just in myself.
Yeah, you know, this is just one of those both sides are right. There are some points to where the anti-vaxxers are right. But as an anti-vaxxer myself, if it's required for international travel, I'll get the vaccination. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get the vaccine. Getting shots sucks, but if it's required, then yes. I plan on getting it eventually because I don't want to be sick on my London tour. Just going live on YouTube, doing my thing. Oh, what could that be, YouTube? Okay, YouTube. Before we get into this video, wants and video response. Let's see, YouTube. This is the orders. 3 Doritos Locos Tacos Supreme Combo Large with Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Nacho Cheese Doritos Locos Taco Supreme with seasoned beef, cheese, lettuce, reduced fat, sour cream, tomatoes, nacho cheese Doritos Locos Taco Supreme, cheese, lettuce, reduced fat, sour cream, tomatoes, seasoned beef, cheese, lettuce, reduced fat, sour cream, tomatoes on all 3 of those. Like, I loaded it. Extra cheese, extra beef. You know how it goes. Reduced fat, sour cream, and tomatoes. Now for the crunch wrap, seasoned beef, lettuce, nacho cheese sauce, reduced fat, sour cream, tomatoes, onions, black beans, seasoned rice, 3 cheese blend cheese, jalapeno peppers, potatoes, chicken, steak, avocado ranch sauce, creamy jalapeno sauce, chipotle sauce. And 2 Baja Blasts with 2 mango tea blasts. But it looks like y'all are out of mango. That's alright. Yes. Yo, that's alright. We'll open this bag and see what we got. we get into some nuances. Oh, shit. Hmm. No bullshit, YouTube. I like Taco John's. Taco John's, y'all got good food. And Taco Bell, y'all got good food too. Ridiculous. Like a big ass bag of tacos. Let's see if Cobra can do it. Go. The Supreme Doritos Locos Tacos. That's alright. That's good eats, YouTube. You don't even need taco sauce. Taco John's. Here, nacho cheese Doritos Locos. Nacho cheese tacos. Beef chalupas. heard that, YouTube. Do something. It's like, hey, YouTube. Oh, that's tasty. So all the Taco Bell items. Yeah. Dude, I gotta do the fucking moss sauce, hot sauce combination. That big ass order of Taco Bell that I did, ate the entire goddamn thing. Only thing left was this monstrosity of, yes. This has been an insane live stream. If you saw Cobra eat the entire fucking rest of his order, would you be impressed? Would you sick fucking assholes be like, yes. Fucking ridiculous. We had 2 cups to finish it off. I don't even care at this point. To finish off this cup. Oh, and the sound of a pint glass. This appears to be the last item in my drunken Taco Bell escapade. This appears to be the last. Oh my goodness. So if I could totally eat this entire Crunchwrap Supreme. see what I got. Fuck, that's a big ass crunch wrap. See that, YouTube? That's delicious. That's Taco Bell for you. I'm not a sponsor. Oh my god, I custom made this crunch wrap supreme. Before doing this video. And I pounded through several nacho cheese, Doritos Locos, tacos, and some chalupas. Ridiculous, YouTube. Ugh. Dude, I could eat this whole thing in one sitting. But I want to save some for later. I'm at that dilemma. It's not good. Taco Bell, Taco John's. That's where it's at, YouTube. Baja Blast and Bud Light Platinum. Should we mix that together and see what it tastes like? I bet you it would taste delicious. Give me a second. Now the fast food guys on YouTube. Doing these crazy food challenges for you, my YouTube fans. Oh, get your sick ass back here. But I'm going to attempt to finish this entire thing. Yes. I'm going to attempt to finish this entire Crunchwrap Supreme for my fans. I'm not a competitive eater. This Taco Bell YouTube. I want to save that for later. I'm full off the order. I got down to the last goddamn item, YouTube. Oh, god damn it, YouTube. Oh, god damn it. I tried to eat the whole thing, and I came this close, YouTube. Like if Cobra did a legit Taco Bell food challenge. Oh, could you only imagine? Hey, the food was delicious. I had a fun attempt attempting it. The winner was Baja Blast with Bud Light Platinum to please and appease the fans. I haven't had too many to drink. So if I had two more Bud Light Platinums, it'd be all right. The food I ordered from Taco Bell was delicious. Oh, yes. Empty bag of goodness. And you may think, oh, hey, you know what, Cobra's a goddamn asshole for what is about to finish posting, but fuck. Yeah. That's it. Aaron Charlotte. Let's stream. Yes.
health in my friends and my loved ones and in people that I interact with on a daily basis or people that I meet out in real life, it seems that this saturation point means that people are getting angrier and angrier. And if they're not getting angrier, then they're feeling dejected and powerless. The last 18 months has genuinely felt like Groundhog Day. And you have these politicians who tell you what to do, and I have to follow it. We have to follow it, regardless if they're right or wrong.
As I've said, we are very comfortable with free speech. We are very comfortable for people to exercise that free speech. But when that's done in contravention to the public health order, putting the rest of the public safety in jeopardy, police will not tolerate it.
A Cobra eating some Taco Bell and preaching free speech. You're goddamn right. Okay, that Taco Bell food order that I ordered, I ate everything minus. So I've gotten further than I've ever gotten in any food challenge. YouTube. That's pretty impressive, personally speaking. Yeah, look. I'm going to pour some of that. Baja Blast. They didn't give me any mango fiesta tea, so it was like 2 large Baja Blasts. That's all good. Mix the Baja Blast with the Bud Light Platinum and see how it tastes. It might taste good, YouTube. You don't know until you try. Okay. That only applies to certain things. YouTube. YouTube. Or a big ass order of Taco Bell. And for the sheer fact of YouTube fame, let's see how much I can eat in one sitting. Some Mountain Dew, Baja Blast, and some Bud Light Platinum. We're set for the evening. I can't believe I ate that much in one sitting. That was fucking insane. YouTube, that's more than I've ever eaten in one sitting. Being like that close to the food challenge being complete. And you know what, that's alright. If I didn't fucking complete the challenge, that's cool. It's just cool that I attempted it and I come up with my own challenges like, oh hey. Oh, I should have been quit being a bitch next time I eat Taco Bell. The hot fire and Diablo sauce combined. All 3 into one sauce. All over your Taco Bell. That's called moss sauce. When it's got fire, hot, and Diablo sauce mixed into all three goddamn sauces. Drizzle of you're sitting there chowing up 3 different packets on Taco Bell, like, you know what I'm saying? And it ends up creating Taco Bell's spiciest sauce combination. Yes, the moss sauce is boss, YouTube.
Are you proposing taking away their guns, and how would this work?
I am.
New York will become the first American city
You ain't gonna take my gun away from my cold American dead ass.
to mandate coronavirus.
You know, it's the goddamn truth. If I keep my double barrel side by side shotgun, Elmer Fudd status, you know, Joe Biden sitting there saying, sometimes all you need is a double barrel shotgun. Yeah, that kind of side by side, where the barrels are like this instead of like this, over and under, the barrels are on top of each other, side by side. The barrels are next to each other. I have a side by side. Classic Doc Holliday status. And people are sitting there going, oh my God, throwing a fit because of Second Amendment rights. And I'm like, I haven't done a single goddamn thing. I keep my gun empty unless I gotta use it. And I've loaded my shotgun and I've shot it plenty of times. That's my baby. People see that, they're like, yep, that's Cobra's bad company. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and that double barrel shotgun have been through plenty. No disrespect. But I keep it empty and unsafe unless I have to physically use it for a home defense situation. And a lot of people are more focused on how evil the AR-15s are. Nobody ever stops and says, what about all the other guns? You don't see people freaking out about the Winchester lever action. Nope, it's all about the big bad AR-15. Don't let the government silence your right to bear arms, especially when Joe Biden has famously said, sometimes all you need is a double-barrel shotgun. Are you fucking kidding me? And then I hear the people who are talking all this shit like, oh hey, Joe Biden wants to restrict your gun rights. You know, I'm kind of looking at that crap personally like, y'all are full of shit. But that's just my opinion as an independent. Most people don't want to get into a political discussion with myself as an independent because I will piss off Joe Biden and Trump supporters at the same time. That's the curse of being an independent. It's the curse of being right. Because of the way the world's fucking acting. And if that comment offends you, suck my American asshole. Oh, I bet the goddamn live stream's gonna be loaded with hate comments. Fuck the haters, man. I'm just surviving.
Vaccines to attend indoor businesses.
And the best way to keep you safe and to keep Delta out of Queensland is to build as quickly as possible a regional quarantine facility.
Government mismanagement is nothing new, and I think that we can comfortably say that does.
Yeah, that's definitely nothing new. We're not born knowing all the answers too. That's fair for both sides. You know, that's just enough said. Moving on.
Extend back for decades and decades and decades. But again, with this shift, it feels like the things that our government.
But you said you were gonna review the other video. And yes, I may end up reviewing it. Get some Taco Bell in my system. Some Bud Light Platinum, some Mountain Dew. Be like, okay.
Governments and politicians and media, etc., are subjecting us to is a new level of crazy. And I'm not talking about the sniffles here. Obviously, that is a huge part of it. But I am talking about the virtue signaling and the language policing and the.
Yeah, language policing, just like fact checking. Democrats will language police Republicans, and that pisses off the Republicans about as much as when you fact check these libtards.
Absurd spending and so on and so forth.
Over the weekend, Democrats voted to ban gendered language in House rules.
Melissa, the Biden administration is unveiling a $1.9 trillion economic proposal.
One of those recommendations was to, quote, remove aptitude test barriers that adversely impact diversity.
Senate Democrats are racing to pass a massive $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill before the end of the week.
Secretary the Pentagon is now reportedly considering lowering fitness standards for female recruits.
Why is it okay to let people steal this much with no consequence? Why are there homeless camps in the street? Why are these people still rioting without...
Why are we not allowed to ask questions without being told you can't talk like that? Why are we being told we can't ask questions? You can do things peacefully and civilly without causing a ruckus. You can cause a ruckus without being violent. I'm living proof of it, YouTube. You want to piss off the establishment and cause a ruckus? Do your own thing within reason.
Charge, mind you. Why is this? Most of you probably already know this or think this because you live on planet Earth and have been exposed to it, but all the togetherness and all the humanity appears to have gone out of the world in the last little while, particularly in the last 18 months, and particularly actually in the last few months. It's gotten infinitely worse. So much so that I don't know which values we even universally share anymore as people because so many have collectively lost the plot. And I say that not to sound overly dramatic or hyperbolic, but genuinely because there was once a time, at least in the United States, when everyone appeared to value freedom regardless if they were on the left or the right. And that was the one thing that linked this country together, the one thing that brought people together to vote for, this politician here, that politician there, the things that dictated how people felt about the state of the world and gave Americans a common goal. And even now, that seems to be gone. And as for other countries around the world, obviously, I don't live there, so I don't know. But I am assuming, at least in part, that you too have experienced this shift between not only the left and the right, but just a general shift in humans, just the way that we interact with each other, the way that we treat each other, and the expectations that we have of each other. I look around, and it seems like so few people have the ability to think independently. Thank you, CNN and university. So few people acknowledge how evil government has become, or maybe it always was evil, I don't know. So few people have the ability to look into the future and see that the path that we're on does not lead into roses and rainbows. We are not, this path is not a good one. They don't question the media. They don't question the things that they see and hear. And they have such low expectations of themselves and their politicians and the government and all these institutions that they accept the bare minimum. We're living in a period of time where Australian families separated at the border have to hug over plastic barricades, and nobody seems bothered by this. Someone obviously didn't get the memo that this is not, in fact, a zombie apocalypse. Wait a minute.
Still using Windows antiperspirant? That's why your shirt looks like a diaper. Ditch the unhealthy.
Mother in Chicago.
I'm a little tipsy for this shit. Could you imagine members of your own family and you being separated because of the coronavirus pandemic? A lot of people could imagine that. Imagine, it's not just Sydney Watson, so don't get it twisted like a co-persistent sensitive asshole who only cares about fuck you. imagine how everyone's had to feel for this pandemic. You don't know their experiences. You don't know what people have been through because of this coronavirus bullshit.
Had her parental rights stripped because she refuses to be vaccinated. Apparently, there are now lesbians who don't like women.
What? What? There are parents who are losing their parental rights to their children because they refuse to get vaccinated. And there were lesbians who identify as straight. Basically, lesbians who say they don't like women. I'm like, then you wouldn't be called a lesbian, you stupid cunt. Oh, I'm sorry. I have several people that I know who are lesbian, and I'm like, this shit is a fucking insult to LGBTQ plus community. You got people who are saying they're not lesbian, but they identify as lesbian, but they're attracted to men. That means you're straight, for fuck's sake! Sorry. I would have thought it was apparently obvious at this point. I'm not trying to be super aggressive about the whole straight thing, but this is some bullshit. People are just like, well, if when you allow people to identify as attack helicopters, this is exactly what happens. People start identifying as lesbians, but they're still attracted to men. And it's like, it doesn't work like that. You stupid fucking cunts. Part 2 is going to be separate, so.
Apparently, now we're shooting rescue dogs to make sure people stay in their homes and do not break COVID restrictions, letting newborn babies die for the same reason.
Shocking revelations about the death.
Once again, the Republicans are taking the most negative goddamn effects. Democrats rely on manipulation of, you can't say that, that's politically incorrect for the times. Republicans rely on the fear of the unknown. No, you can't say that. That might be offensive to some people. Now I'm over here like,
deaths of 4 babies. The newborns were denied life-saving heart surgery because it wasn't available in Adelaide, and they couldn't be transferred interstate because of travel restrictions.
South Australians are expected to put signs on their doors that let others know that they're in.
That is fucking horrible shit. I will pour some drink combo out for that shit. That is fucking horrible, YouTube.
Quarantine. Protests are happening all over the world in response to vaccine passports. France gets an honorable mention because they seem to be putting in.
And the only reason Republicans have less credit is because they support Trump. All the fucking crazy bullshit that comes out about Joe Biden, and people are just like, oh, that's fake news, that's bullshit. But if you fucking hate Trump, it's just accepted as automatic facts. And I'm not trying to fucking pick sides. God damn it, I'm not trying to pick sides. I'm just saying that when Republicans and Democrats fucking butt heads, you're just like women and men butting heads. Both sides are guilty of some shit. Both sides, both Democrats and Republicans are guilty of some shit. You want to bitch about how unfair it is, but you won't do anything to change it.
A really, really good effort here. Although you could argue that there are two things that the French are really good at: making bread and protesting. In this clip, it looks like London police are now using attack dogs on anti-vaccine passport protesters. Aussie police are using.
Could you imagine using attack dogs for anti-vaxxer protesters? Here in America, it's just like if you say, you know what, I refuse to get the vaccine. And if you don't have it, you know, people don't usually say shit unless you're on the other side of the pond. And it's just like, oh, you're an anti-vaxxer piece of shit. And I'm not against vaccinations if they actually work. This is where people need to educate themselves on some King Cobra shit. If vaccinations actually work and they help prevent the spread of the disease, then yes, get them vaccines out, mandate that shit. But if the vaccines have been causing, and I quote, the stereotypes of everything in the last couple of months that we've heard about vaccines, as far as them being like, oh my God, it actually caused someone to catch COVID and all this other shit.
Using tear gas, capsicum spray, and I believe, but don't quote me, rubber bullets against anti-lockdown protesters. And let me remind you all again that Australians do not have guns. They do not have weapons as a general rule. Americans.
They're not allowed to have guns to protect themselves. but guns are the problem, even though a corrupt government that also has guns is more prevalent.